So as you can see here, we're in the Minervois, which is basically between Carcassonne, Narbonne, and Béziers. We're on the footstep of the Montagne Noire. So it's the best part of the Languedoc. Follow that footstep from Cabardès, Minervois, Saint-Chinian, Faugères. After, if you go a bit more down here, you've got more plain things, like you get to the plain of the Languedoc, which is basically where the bulk wine of the Languedoc come from. It's alright there, but that's not where you're making the greatest stuff. Here we are on the best area where it's on the slopes. Here we're in the center of La Livinière, basically of the terroir of La Livinière, and we're surrounded by garrigue, which give us a great. It's great for the ecosystem because basically there's a great interaction with bugs and animals with what's inside the vineyard and what's outside. So it's very important for us because there's a great harmony there. And also we've got all the garrigue plant here, which is rosemary, thyme, lavender, which is the pollen tends to go when it's flowering, tends to go to the berry. And that's why in lots of our wine here you get this garrigue smell, which is a lot of Mediterranean plant. White leek, like we've got white leek, white garlic growing everywhere. So and in spring now like that, you take it off. See, it's a white leek. You're cutting there and you make a leek salad, which is the most beautiful thing. Yeah, and all the soil every year, like we're putting compost on it. So what we're doing, we're getting some manure from another area. We've got cow, and we're maturing the compost. So we're basically composting. And what's happening, like we don't put compost to feed the vineyard. We actually put compost to feed the soil. So people tend to think that you have to give food to the vineyard, but it's not the case. We're actually feeding the microorganism into the soil, which is the microorganism after make available the food to the wine, because most of the time in clay soil like that there is enough nutrient, but the nutrients are blocked by the clay, and the microbe just make the nutrient, the food available to the vines. So here is a block where there's actually water going under, and so it's never suffering from drought. And also we don't use any weed killer, no weed killing. So it's all like just under vine weeding, and no pesticide, like no bug killers. So we're here in the schist part of La Livinière, which is quite very little people knows about it, because there's about 40 hectares only here. Schist in this area are pretty rare. We're about 400 meters altitude here. There's all the Grenache, all the Carignan, and some Syrah here. Most of those grapes goes to co-op, unfortunately, and I've been putting everywhere mixed with the bulk thing. And what we're trying to do here is to extract that and make you try this wine by itself, because it's pretty incredible. So that's what schist look like, and all the red here is all iron, and everywhere there's iron content is always very good for vineyards. The roots goes very deep in this soil, you get a very good minerality about it. Basically it's not as heavy, not as big wine, but much more elegant wine. I went to my first vintage was actually in America, in California, back in '92. And from that I went back to Saint-Emilion, then I went to South Africa, Australia, and always meeting great people. And one day I was offered to work in this area. It was a bit unknown area, I had no idea about it. And I